Don't you just hate it when a movie comes out in the cinema and it is now dubbed highly anticipated? Like, I feel like 80 to 90% of Nigerian movies that come out in the cinema are always dubbed in that way, whether or not we knew that it was coming out, whether there was enough marketing for this movie. I don't know, I'm just saying. So TATU, not this TATU, is an epic thriller movie. It stars Rahama Sadau, Gabriel Afolayan, Segun Arinze, Toyin Abraham, Sambaza Nzeribe. It tells the story about a girl who is born into this village with a mark on her body, which makes her eligible to be sacrificed for this village to prevent a curse coming on this village on her 21st birthday. Now, at the age of 5, based on the love of the mother, played by Toyin Abraham, she secretly sends this child away to the city for her to live so that she would escape being sacrificed. Now, the chief priest, played by Segun Arinze, on the eve of her 21st birthday, sends Sambaza Nzeribe's character, who is like an enforcer, to go and retrieve this girl from wherever it is she has been hiding so that she can be sacrificed to save this village. And that's our story. Now, this movie is based upon a novel by Abraham Nwankwo in 2004 or thereabouts. I've not read this book, so I cannot speak on how well it aligns itself to the movie, but we can still talk about it, I guess. Now, first of all, I have to say the production design of this movie is really good. I love the way this movie looks, from the lighting to the locations, especially in the village. It really gives you a good feel of the village setting, as the case may be. Rahama Sadau too gives a believable performance. She is the girl who later grows up to be a lady, and on the eve of her 21st birthday, she starts to experience a lot of things, dreams, feelings, and stuff like that. And you get to feel a little bit for her because she doesn't know why she's going through this. She doesn't even know why she has this mark on her body, and you get to feel a little bit for that. But on the flip side, there were a number of issues I had with this movie. Now, this movie, I have to say, one of the main gripes I have is that this movie is not executed as well as it should be. I don't know if it's a budget issue or whatever. Despite having a good story or a decent story, there are a number of unnecessary scenes that go on in this movie. Like, there's a scene that introduces Sambaza Nzeribe's character to the city where he's riding on a donkey and he stops in front of a hotel. And I just felt like it didn't really tie in at the end of the day to whatever we saw later on in the movie. The lines as well are very cheesy. What I mean by cheesy lines, where we have lines that are deliberately put there to spark some kind of emotion from us. But in reality, these are not lines or kind of dialogue that we see or we experience in real life. And I felt like they could have worked a bit on that. Sambaza Nzeribe's character and Segun Arinze's character, so for me, and this is just a personal thing, I feel was just too intense. I think every time they were on screen, there was this intensity that it was a bit too much for me. Yeah, we know she is intense, but it works. But in this case, I just felt like it really didn't work for me. Funlola Aofeyebi-Raimi is in this movie as well, and to be honest, I didn't believe in that character one bit. I felt like they just brought Brenda from Tinsel, changed her clothes and told her to be this mother supreme in a convent, and I felt like it didn't really work. This one talk about stereotype casting for me, it didn't really do well. Now, in my opinion, but I guess for the sake that, yeah, the movie, the production design is really cool. You can see where they are going to with this movie, yeah. But I just felt like it could have been executed better. The village in question, we don't get to see anything or much about this village or the people or the curse. There seems to be some conspiracy behind it, but we don't get attached for us to feel anything at all for it. It's so bad that Kim Jong-un might as well send an atomic bomb to this village and nobody would care because we don't get attached to it. And that's why when I talk about Nigerian epic movies, I always reference a movie like Igodo. You know, that movie that came out a long time ago, because we get to see the dilemma, we get to see the villagers and the issues that are really going on in this village. And we didn't see any of that. Like I said, maybe it's a budget issue, I don't know, but it was not just executed properly. It's a good movie. I won't say, hey, don't go and see this movie. And for me, I'll go against my better judgment and I'll give TATU a 3. Just to chip in something, I feel like Gabriel Afolayan, who is in this movie, I think we need to put this guy into Hollywood. I feel like this guy is awesome. I think he can really act. I think he was better than this movie, to be honest. But for you that have seen this movie, what did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts, comment below, let us know. Stay blessed, and as always, please do something good for a neighbor today. Thank you.